Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to share with you a Buddhist story about a king. This is a story that teaches us that you can create your own destiny. Nothing is impossible. You can achieve anything if you try. So let's start.
A long time ago, there was a country. The people of that country had a strange custom. They would change their king every year.
The person who would become the king of that country had to sign a contract that after his 1-year tenure of a king, he would go and live in an island for the rest of his life. One king finished his term, and it was time for him to go to that island and live there for the rest of his life. The people of that country dressed him up in very expensive clothes and put him on an elephant and took him around the cities to say goodbye to all the people. This was the moment of sadness for all the kings who ruled for 1 year. After saying farewell to everybody, the people took the king with a boat to a remote island and left him there. On their way back, they discovered a ship that had sunk just recently. They saw a young man who survived by holding onto a floating piece of wood. As they needed a new king, they picked up that young man from there and took him to their country and requested him to become a king for a year. At first, the young man refused, but later he agreed to be the king. People told him about all the rules and regulations of the kingdom and also told him how he would be sent to an island after 1 year. The young man was very wise. After 3 days of becoming the king, he asked the ministers to show him the island where all the other kings were sent. The ministers agreed and took him to the island. The island was covered with thick jungles and sounds of various animals could be heard coming out of it. The king went a little bit inside to check it out. Soon he discovered the dead bodies of all the past kings there. He understood that as soon as they were left in that island, the animals came and killed them. The king went back to the country and collected 100 strong workers. He took them to the island and instructed them to clean the jungle and remove all the life and dead animals from there. He also told them to cut down all the excessive trees from there. The king would visit the island every month to see how the work was progressing. In the first month, all the animals were removed from there and many trees were cut down. In the second month, the whole island was cleaned out, and the king told the workers to plant gardens in various parts of the island. He also took with himself some useful animals from the kingdom like chickens, ducks, birds, goats, and cows, etc., and put them in that island. In the third month, the king ordered the workers to build big houses and a docking station for ships. Over the month, the island turned into a beautiful tourist place. Slowly and slowly, the ships passing from there started stopping there, and people started coming to visit there. Even their own kingdom was not so beautiful. After some time, gradually, some people started living there, and thus a small, beautiful town was settled there. After 1 year, when the time came for the king to leave his kingdom, the people dressed up the king and put him on an elephant to take him around the country to say goodbye to others. However, the king was unusually happy to leave the kingdom. People asked him, all the other kings would cry at this moment. Then why are you so happy? The clever king replied, you will know soon. When people reached that island with the king, they were surprised to see that island. The island was transformed into a beautiful tourist place with all kinds of facilities. Even people from far and wide had come to visit there. Even their own kingdom was not so beautiful. Seeing them all surprised, the king smiled and said, you are asking me why I am happy. I was happy for this reason. While all the other kings were lost into the luxuries of the kingdom, I always thought about the future and planned for it. I turned the deadly island into a beautiful place for myself. There I can stay peacefully. All the ministers and the people of the state saw that where else would they find such a wise and visionary king? Then by not making our king forever, they prayed to the king to become their king forever. At first the king did not accept it, but on their repeated request, the king agreed, and thus he became the king of that kingdom and of that beautiful island forever. If we look into our lives, then we will find that our future is in our hands. Our lives are what we choose to make them. Our future depends on what we do in the present, because our action today creates our future. If we spend more of our today in comforts and luxuries, then our future can become dark just like that king built his future in a year. In the same way, you can also build your bright future with your efforts today. Whether you are a student, a businessman, or in a job, this rule applies to everyone. Make a goal for yourself. Then determine the time frame in which you want to achieve that goal, and then estimate how much work you need to do every day and every month to achieve your goal, and then work according to this plan. If you sincerely do daily work according to your plan, then one day you will definitely achieve your goal, and make your future right. So friends, if you liked this story, then like this video. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then subscribe now. Thank you so much for watching this video.